I just want to have a little fun with you today. That sounds weird. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. My name is Tammy. I own a small bath and body company here in Indiana, and I thought we would chat about fragrance oils. As a soap maker, it's one of my favorite topics. How about you? I have compiled a list. I actually have notes, guys. I don't normally write notes at all, of my favorite places to get fragrance oils, why I like those companies, and then I thought I would give you a handful of my favorite fragrances from them. If this is something that is interesting to you, grab your beverage of choice and join me. I have my coffee, so we're ready to go. As you may be aware, especially if you've been around for a while, there are many places to purchase fragrance oils. My recommendations to you, especially if you're new, is pick a handful. Find the ones that you like the most and stick with those companies to an extent. So what I'm trying to say is, I have seen posts on like a Facebook group where someone will say, oh, my entire soap line or my entire candle line is X company's fragrances, and I get all my fragrances from you or this company. And I'm thinking, why would you ever do that? On the flip side, don't find 15 or 20 different places to buy your fragrances from, because that is not financially sustainable. Find the ones that you like, and when you have good luck with a company, try some more of those fragrances. 5 to 10 companies that you can get your fragrances from. If you're only buying from one company and that company either gets sold, we know what happens, or goes out of business, we know what happens, you're screwed. So I just think that is so odd. Do people really only buy from one company? Crazy. So don't do that. But again, flip side, don't buy from 20. Find yours and be happy with them and continue to purchase them, because the postage from those companies will really add up. Anyway, that's my little, it's not really a rant, but my recommendation. I don't know how else to say it, so I'm going to stop talking. These are the companies that I chose that I buy the most fragrances from. If you buy from these companies, I would love to see what your favorite from these companies are. So the next time I purchase, maybe I can give that a try as well. On the flip side, if I don't mention a company that you love to purchase from, go ahead and leave that down below, because I know there's a lot that I have not bought from. I am not a gatekeeper. I will share with you what I use and why I use it. I brought up some of my bottles of fragrance oils so I can kind of smell them. I'm going to try to make it quick because there's a lot. Or I have a candle or something else that I can smell. So I can just kind of give you my impression of the fragrance oils in real time. In no particular order, Candle Science has great customer service. I think their quality is good. I like that they ship in plastic bottles. Now, some people may not like that, but glass bottles is so expensive to ship, it almost makes them too expensive. They are rarely out of stock of their fragrances. You get a free sample. I like the free sample. If a document is available, it's just a quick snapshot. I like that. And they have very fast shipping. And I think they're pretty competitive in their pricing as well. So those are the pros. So the cons are, if duplicate scents are important to you, they don't do duplicates. Just know that. A lot of their new fragrances do not have soap notes. I think Candle Science is working on that. My favorite scent, I think, at this moment is Citrus Agave. I talk about this all the time. I make a summer soap with this, and it is so good. Gosh, I just adore this scent so much. It's very bright. It's very citrusy. Maybe on the back end, there's a little bit of a green bite to it, just a little bit. So good. It is my favorite soap of the summer. It soaps beautifully and it sells very, very well. The Citrus Agave does not work in wax for me. So for my wax applications, I do Citrus Sunshine. I don't have my bottle in front of me, but I do have a candle. So this works very easily for me and my wax melts, my candles, and my car diffusers. Such a good scent, for all of those applications. It is very popular. The car diffusers that I get repeat business on those all the time. It's just really a bright, happy scent. So then we have Cotton and Iris. So Cotton and Iris, they discontinued. I'm so bummed. I just discovered Cotton and Iris this year. I don't know how long they've had it as a product. It was very easy to wick, and I had to go buy a couple of 16-ounce bottles, and once those are done, this candle is done. I'm kind of bummed about that, but it's definitely like a clean cotton type scent, but there's just something extra to it. I adore this scent, guys. I adore it. It's so lovely. Clean, summery scent. Cranberry Prosecco. I don't have that. I think I'm out until next year. But I do have a scrub and a cream that I have in these little like personal pots. This is so good. Now, last year I did make this kind of as a tester in my wax. Worked wonderfully, but since I had 3 cranberry scents already, I didn't make this as a wax melt this year, but I plan to next year. Sorry, I'm getting out of breath. Where's my coffee? I forgot. Where's my coffee? Okay. Can we say addicted? All is well in the world. Did I finish cranberry? I don't know that I finished cranberry. I had a small little sample scrub. It was in my winter scrub set. So I only had it in that set last year. So this year I brought out a full-size cream or a full-size scrub, and then I made my 2 different sizes of cream with that, like hand cream. That's what this is. And gosh, I had to make the creams twice and I had to make the scrub twice. I am out of the creams. I'm not making them again this year. I still have some of the scrubs left. So popular. Guys, for that kind of application, it's only going to be like limited edition or a limited time. What do they call that? Seasonal. That's the word. It's going to be seasonal for me, and it's just so good. So definitely, if you buy from Candle Science before the fall, get some Cranberry Prosecco to put in some of your products. I'm actually going to use Citrus Agave in a seasonal cream as well, so I can have some fun with some of my scents there. Forgot to mention that. Where are we? Ocean Breeze is one I really like. I just threw that in here. I just really like the vibe of the scent. It's not, you know, tropical in coconut land. It's nothing like that. It's just, is it oceanic? Let me look. There are salty ozone notes, and I am a sucker for salty ozone notes, so that's probably why I like this. And there's also an aroma of fresh citrus, wood, violet, musk, and cotton blossom. Sea Salt and Orchid is another scent that is very popular. A lot of companies have Sea Salt and Orchid. This is probably one of my long-term best-selling scents. So I have been in business almost 9 years now. This is probably the scent that has been with me the longest and has been a bestseller the longest. It works in anything I do. It sells well in anything I do with it, other than it really didn't sell for me in wax melts. Tonka and Oud, very deep and mysterious and just interesting scent. It's one of my favorites. White Tea is great from Candle Science. Black Sea, so good. It is a very strong scent, so kind of be careful with it if you make wax melts with it. It's soap safe, but it's not very high percentage. I think it's like 3 something, so you have to watch that. Butterscotch and Bourbon is one of my new favorites from there. I love this scent, and it's so weird because I don't like the liquor, whiskey, bourbon scents, and I don't like the real sweet candy scents. Gosh, people gravitate towards this so well. It is a really good seller for me. It's probably one of my best-selling candles. I love Fallen Leaves in a wax melt. I like the Limoncello Cream. I like the Winter's Hearth, or I call it Winter's Hearth. They call it Christmas Hearth. I really like that scent from there. Sea Minerals, Pumpkin Souffle. Moonflower Nectar is really good. Frosted Juniper's a good one that I personally like a lot. Fraser Fir. iced ginger snaps. Now, guys, iced ginger snap, probably in the top 2. It's either that or apple cider donut, which we'll talk about in a minute. Those 2 are my best-selling scents. I really have a hard time keeping iced ginger snap in stock. Do I have iced ginger snap? I think I had to buy it. I'm out. I had to grab some wax melts so I can smell it. It is so good. Oh, gosh. It is the perfect fall Christmas scent, even a winter scent. It's got all those cloves and spices and cinnamon in it. It's not just spice. It gives you that little bit of a note that's not just so pungent. It softens it. It's just such a good scent, guys. So iced ginger snap, highly recommend that for your fall planning. Moving on. Flaming Candle also gives free samples with every purchase, which is really fun. They have great quality, very fast shipping, very much in line with Candle Science as far as their price point. I like the Flaming Candle for their searchable review. So you have your reviews and then you can dial in, and I will search out soap, and I can only see the reviews that talk about soap, which is so helpful. I wish more companies did that. The cons for a Flaming Candle is soap notes are very hit and miss. I really wish more companies would realize how important that is to us. I know this is a candle company and Candle Science is a candle fragrance. Apple cider donut. This is the other best-selling fragrance oil that I have for wax melts. I sell so much of this. I also have a candle in apple cider donut that is so good. This is amazing. It's completely out of stock right now. Every single option is out of stock right now. It's such a good scent, guys. I would definitely recommend apple cider donut if you purchase from Flaming Candle. I really like their black amber and lavender. I do have a candle in this. Very weirdly peppery. It is such an interesting scent. Now, this is somewhat polarizing because it is not universally loved. Like if people love lavender, they're not going to just, every person's going to love this too. It has this bite to it that hits you in the face. It's so interesting and so unique. People really like this, or they just don't care for this in a candle. In soap, I think that first bitey, peppery kind of scent note that hits you calms down in soap a little bit. This is much more popular as a soap product than a candle product. I don't make many of these at any one time. For candles, they do sit on my shelf for a little bit longer than some of my other scents. Very interesting. I really like the way it makes my house smell. Flaming Candle does have some duplicates. Irish Springs is one of them, and I usually make a soap with this just about every year. It's also diffuser safe. Lemon Verbena is great from the Flaming Candle. I do make a soap with that every year. Mahogany Teakwood. We probably pretty much have all smelled Mahogany Teakwood. If you haven't, get you some from some company somewhere. It's so good. Now, I get mine from Flaming Candle. For the most part, I do have some from other companies, but this is the company I bought and use in candles. Once I have a fragrance oil in a candle, I'm not going to go to a different company and purchase Mahogany Teakwood and then just make a candle with it without doing the test all over from scratch. So I am going to continue to buy Mahogany Teakwood from the Flaming Candle as long as they carry it, so I don't have to test anymore. I really like Winter Fairy, and I ended up getting a big 16-ounce bottle. It's kind of fruity, it's fun, it's a great kids scent if you have a kids line. It's a fun sugar scrub scent, a bath bomb, especially kids bath bombs. I just think it's more of a kids scent, but I do know probably most women would like it. It does have a bit of a sweet note, maybe too much for some people. It's just fun. It's just a fun scent. Rain and Angelica, I've talked about this before. It's just, I think it's a type. It is a type. It soaps beautifully. Now, I do like the Patchouli Amber. I am not a huge patchouli fan, but this is just a really warm, it's just so cozy of a scent. Now, I do have another patchouli scent It's Patchouli Rain from Rustic Essentials, Wholesale Supplies Plus. This one and that one are really popular for the patchouli lovers, and they are almost neck and neck with a person that comes to my table, wants a patchouli scent, almost 50-50. One will buy this one and one will buy the other one. So it's very, very comparable as far as the sales. So I am going to be making a soap in that with that again this year. Let's see if I have any other honorable mentions. I like the cedar leaf and lavender scent. It did not hold for me in soap. So I'm going to keep a car diffuser. It's pretty popular for that, but I'm not going to do a soap with that again. Fruit Loops is fun from the Flaming Candle. I do have a candle with that scent. Again, it's pretty polarizing. Not everybody wants a house smelling like Fruit Loops. It's fun to see people come up and smell it. I call it good old days is what I call it. And it smells exactly like Fruit Loops. I want to make a wax melt with that this summer. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Micas and More. One of my favorite places as well. Great micas. I use a lot of the micas from that company. Wonderful customer service. Her micas come in bags, which you guys know me, I hate the bags, but I just pour them into a big jar. But I do kind of appreciate that she's shipping in bags because that keeps everybody's costs down. She also does soap notes on almost all of her scents. The cons for Micas and More are there are very limited reviews. Another con is her fragrances, some are very seasonal and you can't get them year round, or she may have one year and not have it again. So you just have to really kind of watch for those kind of things. I love Stephanie at Micas and More, and I just really love some of these fragrances that I pulled. Alpine Cheer. I have a soap. I only have a few of these left. I have a video of my making this, so you may have heard me talk about this before. Such a lovely pine forward scent. It's not even pine forward. It's a pine scent that's not pine forward. Oh, it's a lovely bright piney scent, which is so fun. I love it. Another one that I really like is her Cranberry Pumpkin. I do believe that this is a seasonal scent for her, and it is my favorite cranberry scent. It is my favorite pumpkin scent. It is one of my favorite fall scents. I have several, but this is one of them. Such a happy fall scent. It's so good. And I make a soap with this, and for some reason this year it didn't sell very well, but I am going to try again next year. And I am going to hype that sucker up because it's so good and it's so worth having. And who would think to put Cranberry Pumpkin in a soap? But I just tried it on a whim and wow, loved it. So good, guys. Definitely try that one if you buy from Micas and More. My all-time best-selling scent from Micas and More is Blackberry Magnolia. Man, I like this scent so much. Everybody likes this scent. This scent has replaced Sea Salt and Orchid as my best-selling cream and sugar scrub. This is the one that people will buy before Sea Salt and Orchid now. I still have some diehard Sea Salt and Orchid fans. It's not a super strong floral, and it's not really a fruity scent. It's just this weird combination that is so pleasant. It's so girly, but not over the top girly. I don't know. It's just so good. People love it. Love this one. Get this one too. New to me this year is Lavender and Spring Apricot. This was fun to soap with, and it was quite popular. I didn't have it long. Once people got to smelling this on my show table, they were buying it. It's got a little bit of a sweet note, but that kind of diminishes in the soap. The sugar scrub I made with this is a little bit more sweet in the profile, but people still really liked it. So, Lavender and Spring Apricot. Another bestseller for me from Micas and More is Southern Gentleman. Now, I am going to talk about the other man soap that I have, but this one is my personal favorite. The other one is still my customer's favorite, but this is not far behind. It's so manly and unisex at the same time. It doesn't smell like a cologne. The other one smells like a cologne. I just really, really like the scent. So I love it. Another one that I make is Cool Water. I call this Tranquil Waters. It is a duplicate, I believe, of a cologne. I don't know how close it is. I don't smell colognes. I don't like cologne really, or perfumes. I don't wear them. My husband doesn't wear cologne. We're not that kind of people. And I don't know that I find this to be masculine. Most women really like this scent. And it really just kind of like, it's just one of those. It makes you breathe a little bit easier. Lastly, I haven't soaped with this yet, but I'm very anxious to try it, is tobacco flower. Yeah, it's hugely soap safe. It does not accelerate. It discolors to a tan. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to design the soap. It kind of has a little bit of a tonka and oud vibe, actually. Let me smell this again. It really does. It has a tonka and oud vibe, if you're familiar with that. Tonka and oud to me is much more, how do I say this? It's a very, I'm so bad at this, I don't know why I even try, but there's a little more brightness, it's a little more uplifting. Tonka and oud is very, very cozy, like uber cozy. I love it. It's unique and kind of a mysterious and cozy. This one is deep and mysterious, but it's much more bright. Is this a dupe? I don't know if this is a dupe. I think it is. It says type on there. I don't know. They all say type. I have no idea. Ah, so good, guys. There we go. Micas and More. So there are my top 3 places I buy fragrances from. I thought I would sprinkle in a few of my favorites from the other companies that I purchase from. I like Nature's Garden. They have lots of variety. They have lots of dupes. Quick shipping, very good prices. They have a good variety of clays, so I like that about them. The cons for them is so many options. It's overwhelming. So I only honestly go buy from Nature's Garden if I know what I'm purchasing. I'm not going to go buy from there and try to find a fragrance oil. I don't know how many thousands of fragrance oils they have. It's so overwhelming to me. I have the few I know that I like, and those are what I buy. I think customer service is fine, but when the 49th Amendment of the IFRA, when that was happening, I felt like the responses I got from my inquiries about that was off-putting to me. Their response to my questioning the updating of their IFRA. I think their customer service is probably fine. The scents I do like from Nature's Garden is Perfectly Manly. Perfect Man, I'm not sure what they call it. I really like Sweet Orange Chili Pepper. The teakwood and cardamom is quite nice. 1,000 Dreams. So creams and scrubs and those things, even soap, that's probably that, Blackberry Magnolia and Sea Salt and Orchid. Those are all right there being very, very good sellers for me. I really like the new Rainbow Sherbet. I did that for the first time. I made a sugar scrub with that. Cracklin' Birch from the Nature's Garden is so good. Now I have had that from other companies and I do not like it. Nature's Garden is really good. I use that in a wax and it's such a good scent. So I would try that. Icy Shine, also very good. I use that in my conditioner bar. It makes a great hair product scent. I'm going to try to make the rest of these honorable mentions fairly quick because I feel like I was a little wordy during this whole video. Wholesale Supplies Plus, bought Rustic Essentials. My favorite from Rustic Essentials are Icy Peppermint, Patchouli Rain, and Sparkling Pine Bergamot. I love Sparkling Pine Bergamot. I make a soap with it every fall, and I have wax melts, and I'm really trying to get my candle dialed in. I'm having a little trouble wicking it, but it's worth the struggle. I love that scent. Icy Peppermint is a really good peppermint scent that's not sweet. It's really pepperminty and crisp and cool, and I love it so much. Wholesale Supplies Plus brand. I love the Cranberry Fizz. That's a very good one. Frankincense and Myrrh, so good. So out of my price point though. I I thought about buying it this year when it was on sale, and it's like even on sale, I don't think I'm going to do it right yet. Maybe one day I'll buy it again. I used to buy it and make it every year, and maybe one day I will again, but geez Louise, that's an expensive one. I don't buy a lot of fragrance oils from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I do find that they're quite expensive. The shipping is a little bit too long. Bramble Berry is very pricey for me. I do have rose quartz from Bramble Berry. I have had rose quartz from other companies. I don't like them. I like Bramble Berry's rose quartz. I really like Sea Salt and Lily. It makes a wonderful soap. It soaps beautifully. People really like Sea Salt and Lily. I think I also make their room spray in that, and it's so lovely. I like that one an awful, awful lot. Those are my two that I get from Bramble Berry pretty regularly. Midwest Fragrance Company. I really liked their apple cider and oak. I was really struggling to wick it. I could not get that candle dialed in. They are discontinuing that. I thought about buying another bottle, but really at this point, the only thing I'm going to use that in is soap. And once it's gone, it's fine. It really makes a great soap. I liked that soap. It's one of the favorite fall soaps that I made in the last couple years. It's just really good. So if you have any apple cider and oak, or if you want to buy it when it's discontinued and kind of at a lower price point, maybe pick up a small bottle and make some soap with it. I like it. I really like the honey spiced pear as well. I get that from there, and I like their French toast. I have a candle in French toast. I have wax melts in French toast, and these both sell quite well for me. But those are really the only scents I get from Midwest anymore. Is that it? I think that's it. So I have a lot of fragrances right now on my shelf, as many of you will, recognize this problem. Now I'm going to try to really utilize the scents that I have and not purchase a lot of scents in 2025. That being said, I just bought a bunch of scents from Black Tie Burn. I had a weak moment and he had a sale. And so I have a video coming up. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of sorts and a review of the scents that I got from Black Tie Barn. I have started buying from that company as well and have really liked those fragrances. The only problem I have with that company is there's not enough soap notes, and I need my soap notes. Wait, I need them. All right, guys, I'm sure it's super long. I feel like I've been talking for 2 hours. No wonder I'm out of breath. So I'm going to end here. Please drop in the comments below. What is your favorite company to buy your fragrance oils from? And maybe even share the ones that we all, reading your comment, would you recommend us trying from those? Nobody needs to be gatekeeping anything on this channel. We don't play that game. Especially the companies that I'm already purchasing from. Give me your favorite that you think I should try. And the next time I order from them, whether it's 2025 or 2026, and let's be honest, it'll be 2025. We can be real here, right? Maybe I'll add that to my list. Until next time, guys, I hope you have a great night. Bye.